Okay, welcome back. It's Bruce Millington, Mark Langdon and James Milton looking ahead to Sunday's live football matches. We've got 2 domestic games and it's a good chance for some of the lower league teams to shine in front of the Sky cameras, starting at 1:30. Chesterfield versus Notts County. Paddy Power bet 23-10 Chesterfield, 23-10 the draw, and evens the pies. Mark Langdon, who's going to win this?
Yeah, I think Notts County a little bit short. For me. I mean, Chesterfield are obviously in relegation trouble. They're in the bottom 2 at the moment, but I just think with Notts County, they're not a team that create a load of chances. And when you're back in sort of evens away from home, I like to be with a team that I fancy to be more sort of attacking in the final third. The way I was looking at Chesterfield, got a decent record of scoring in home matches, and Christian Dennis is one of the best in the division. 17 goals already, one of the best minutes per goal record in League 2 as well, actually in the Football League. So I was just looking at him to score first in a game that, like I say, I'm looking for ways to oppose Notts County, and that may be the best of them.
If Christian Dennis walked past you in the supermarket, would you say, God, that's Christian Dennis?
No.
You wouldn't know?
No.
Okay, James, what's your view on this game?
Yeah, I think Mark's right about Notts County. They seem to draw quite a lot of games away from home. Lots of 1-alls on their record, and I think both teams to score could be the bet here. I mean, Chesterfield, they have struggled all season, but they kind of raised their game at home, beating Luton and Swindon since the turn of the year. And they are just desperate for the points now. Both teams have scored in 5 of their last 6, and Notts County have kept 1 clean sheet in their last 14 away. So I think it could be an entertaining game, but yeah, I wouldn't be smashing into the visitors. Okay,
4 o'clock. It's our last chance for they played for both clubs, because until England play Ivory Coast, you can't have they played for both clubs on internationals. It's Portsmouth versus Oxford. Get thinking on you they played or managed for both clubs, and I'll read the prices out from Paddy Power. 8-11 Portsmouth, 5-2 the draw, 3-1 Oxford. Have we got anyone?
I've got Appleton.
Appleton managed both clubs, didn't he?
Playing wise. I mean, there probably are lots, but I'm struggling.
Give us the verdict first, then I'll see if I can think of one.
Yeah, I mean, I was looking at this one. I mean, Oxford maybe will have a new manager in. I mean, Cole Robinson suggestion that maybe the reason he's left Charlton is to go to Oxford. So I'm a bit cautious as to what way to go in terms of the 90 minutes. Brett Pitman returned from injury last week. I was going to tip Oldham to beat Portsmouth, and I didn't because Pitman was back, and I'm glad I didn't because he was back on the score sheet. And when I went to watch Portsmouth, he came on off the bench, and he was the only player that looked like he was going to score for them. He was a massive threat. I'm going for him to score first. Okay,
didn't get a word of that because I'm trying to do they played for both clubs. James, what do you think?
I'm going for the draw in this one. As Mark says, it's a trappy one really because of Oxford's managerial situation. They did end a poor run of results last weekend with a 2-1 home win over Peterborough. And Portsmouth's home form is really threatening to derail their playoff push. They've taken 2 points from 6 home games in 2018, so it's hard to be too optimistic about them, particularly if Oxford do officially name Robinson, and hope for that new manager bounce. So yeah, the draw is the bet for me in this.
Okay, there's only one I can find, and you would never. This is like the Rumpelstiltskin if they played for both clubs. An Italian goalkeeper called Andrea Guatelli. He was with Portsmouth for 2 years but never played, and then played 4 games for Oxford on loan, and then went to Zurich. So that is impossible.
Yeah, that
He's probably still being paid by Portsmouth.
Yeah. Okay, next week's friendlies. We've got the second batch on Tuesday. We've got Hungary, Scotland, Germany, Brazil. That'll be good. England, Italy. That'll be good. And Spain, Argentina. There's some good games there. Any early thoughts, James?
Not particularly. I mean, you look at England, Italy, and a friendly, and probably no goal scorer kind of leaps out at you a bit. But no strong opinions on those games just yet.
How about you, Mark?
Yeah, I mean, Italy have decided to keep on Buffon for these friendlies, which is quite fun. I think the under 2.5 in that one as well, because I do wonder where England's goals are going to come from without Harry Kane, who's so often been the saviour for them in that qualifying campaign. Vardy likes space to run into. Italian defences, without being too cliche, don't tend to give away much space in behind. Marcus Rashford is somebody that, I think his development not been helped by playing under Jose Mourinho, where he's not playing every week, and when he is, it's out on the left. He may turn out to be a very good wide forward. That may be his best position, but he's not playing all the time for United, and that doesn't help him. And Danny Welbeck, I mean, he's had enough chances to show that he's not at this level, I don't think.
So we're looking at unders.
I think the unders, and that brings the draw into play. Brazil, maybe to beat Germany. Brazil tend to take their friendlies much more seriously than the Germans.
Okay. And is there a sort of, Richard Johnson would have been like 25 times champion jockey butt from McCoy. Is there an Italian goalie who would have played like 150 times had it not been for Buffon? Or is it kind of split three or four different eras?
He's spanned kind of so many generations.
Yeah, he has. He's Sirigu, somebody that ended up at Paris Saint-Germain, probably the man that's been most unfortunate, really, and he tended to play in a few of the friendlies just to give him a go. But I mean, it looks like Donnarumma could keep goal for the next 20 years when Buffon decides to pack it in.
Okay, before you go, lads, I'm going to ask you very quickly where you're leaning towards on the outright for the World Cup. Paddy Power bet 9-2 Germany, 5 Brazil, 11-2 France, 6-1 Spain, 8 Argentina, 10 Belgium, 16 England, and 20 bar. James, if you had a free £20 note thrust into your hand, who would you back in?
I would probably be very boring and go for Germany, actually.
Okay, and Lango.
I'd go for Spain, because I don't think there's anything between those top 4 in the market, and Spain are the biggest price.
Okay, and your two picks play each other, of course, on Friday night at 7:45. Thank you very much for watching. Thanks for listening. Don't forget, if you do enjoy us, make sure you rate, review, and subscribe on iTunes. Another Racing Post football postcast next Thursday.
Follow Paddy Power on Snapchat. The username is ThePaddyPower, and we promise there won't be any boring snaps about gigs, the weather, or the gym.